Are there any shows you are rewatching currently?
Shows?
Yeah.
Technically, outside of anime, no.
Well, what are you watching? Rewatching anime.
Konosuba is like a guilty pleasure. It's like a whole isekai D&D comedy situation.
Oh.
So I'll rewatch that every now and then as like a something that makes me laugh.
Hmm.
I've been rewatching some old stuff, more movies lately. Like I
Okay,
rewatched
like what?
Blade and
Oh,
like
the first one.
yeah, the first one, and then I rewatched Chuck Norris's Firewalker and the Alan Quartermain with Richard Chamberlain films. So I've been going through
Right.
some old films lately.
I'm rewatching Big Bang Theory.
Wild. Okay.
Have you watched Big Bang Theory?
I have, but you know what? Like there was a time where I was hanging out with certain communities and they took offense to Big Bang Theory.
Am I frozen on your side?
Yes, in the funniest of positions, but I can hear you. You're frozen like this. And we have lost the Alicea.
A few moments later.
For everybody watching this, there's a 50-50 shot that he may have just went to go use the toilet. No, welcome back.
No idea what happened there.
No idea either, but you're back. We're still recording.
Okay. Decisive. How's that decisive when it falls like right into our world? I mean, granted, some of them are a little more extreme because I don't do Dungeons and Dragons. You do, but they're into
Mhm.
comic books. Even though their comic book love is more about DC characters than Marvel.
True.
I'm rewatching it from the beginning to now. I think I'm on season 5, maybe 4,
I
and
mean, it's just that some people took offense to it because they feel like it's a characterization of like all nerdy people. When they told me
yes,
when they told that to me, I'm like, I can get that, but you're taking it too personally. And that like a characterization is a characterization. It's not a literal statement of what people are. So like for you to take offense that a show is depicting this, are they really wrong that there's fans out there that are that dedicated that they are? No.
but I'm just saying because like each person represents a certain type of geek
As the show progresses, they show the people that aren't technically quote unquote geeks are geeks.
in
Oh,
their own way.
yeah.
For me, I love the show, and I'm cracking up. Kim's like, like another one again. I go, yeah, it's really funny. I mean, I'm really enjoying the show. Unlike
That's your segue.
the unlike currently streaming on Disney Plus, Ironheart, with a Rotten Tomato score of 77% by the critics and 47% by the audience. Let's just get this over with.
That's what they said when they made the show.
Welcome back to Tales of Two Bros. My name is Angel,
Amadon.
where we give you a review at least once a week. Spoiler alert. All right, it's been a while since I've seen this, but
It's
does this
been
take
burning a
place?
hole in your pocket.
Yes, and my brain too. Does this take place after Wakanda Forever?
Yes.
Okay, then it makes no sense here
No, because
on what happens, certain
they
things.
it's like a very brief moment where they say, I can't go back to Shuri because I messed up this. And they said they didn't let her keep the armor from Wakanda Forever because it's technically Wakanda property. And Wakanda doesn't like sharing their
Mhm.
goods.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, she made an Iron Heart outfit before that,
Yes.
and when with the materials of Wakanda, she was able to modify it. But
And
I
refine it.
thought she already, yeah. So
So
she
the one,
made it before.
so the suit that she made at the beginning of Wakanda Forever, it wasn't perfected, and the suit that they show at the beginning of the series here, it was basically the same suit, but it was modified using college tech, which and they show like the software was programmed through the college, so they just reclaimed what was their property. That's why she had to start from scratch. She's basically using everybody else's materials to build her own thing.
I get it, but it just went forward and then backwards, in
Absolutely
my
did.
opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Because I was like, what the hell? Now this is 6 episodes, which is pretty much standard for Marvel or Disney's Marvel.
6 to 9.
Episodes. Yeah, it depends on on the show. I was not interested in her, or I was not interested in this character before knowing that she would have a spinoff from Wakanda Forever.
Mm-hmm.
And this series proved me right. I was more interested in the Hood than I was interested in her.
Yeah, it's funny because in the comics, when they first introduced her character, it was like similar concept. She was building an Iron Man suit in her garage, and she was eyed by Tony Stark, and the AI system was a duplicate mind of Tony Stark. It was actually like Tony's AI.
Mhm.
He sent it to her to help guide her. If you guys in the comments want to correct me on any of this, please do. The importance of her character is basically Iron Man had died. She was like the new Iron Man, and then started the new Avengers or the Kid Avengers,
Okay.
the new champions, whatever you want to call them. So that's the more relevance of it. In this show, I think they failed her character in the writing of the show. Like you said, every step forward, two steps back is what it felt like during the show, watching it.
Right.
Like
And then
she'll
at
do
the end
something.
too.
Yeah, and like every other person is calling her out. You're selfish. You're immature. You're making decisions on your own. Not you're saying that you're doing this for other people, but you're really just
Mhm.
doing it for your own selfish needs.
It
No, you're
had
fine.
the like almost like the same feeling of the Flash. For
Yeah.
everything that happened that led up, he still played with the past and still messed up the timeline. Where here, same thing, where people are telling her, like things got to move on, blah blah blah, and then she just can't move on.
Well, it brings up a good point
I
of
mean,
like
granted,
what makes a good character is development. And if you're having a character that's like one step forward, two step back, that's not really development. You're just stuck. And that's what we're watching.
but yeah, but you had three characters that had good development, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Mephisto,
Granted, it was only in the last episode, but yeah, I get it.
but still, in a sense, like because things have been leading up to it from other series, other movies. Like there have been hints of him,
Correct. A lot
right?
of
And
fan
then we
made
finally see
hints,
him.
but yeah.
Yes, and then you have also the son
Yeah.
of
I keep wanting to say Ironmonger,
yeah,
and that's not his name. Ezekiel Stain.
right.
It's
So
Jebediah Stain, and then Ezekiel Stain is the character that we're talking about.
yes, those are cool, and I was like, oh wow, because him, being embarrassed by what his father did, and so he did his thing,
Yeah.
hide from the public. But you also have here some influence from Iron Man 3,
Extremist.
Thank you. So you have that involved here too. So I like that they brought in some other aspects, but her, Riri Williams, I did not care for.
Mm-hmm.
I did not care for her. I didn't feel for her. I didn't like on the show Ms. Marvel. I cared for that character, Ms. Marvel, and what was going on with her and her abilities and what she was dealing with. Here, I did not care. I cared even less, and it made no sense how the AI came about.
It was just an accident. Yeah.
It was almost like Pinocchio without becoming, does become a human boy, but in this case, a human girl. But it was just like, so your AI has all the quirks and the memories, your real life best friend.
That's developed
How?
from your mind.
Correct. You didn't put in no program. You didn't do any of that, but it just happens to have the same attitude, tone, and
Well, I
quirkiness
mean,
of the character.
it
I
can be
didn't see
argued
how it
like
happened.
like because she uses like things as it's actually reading the mind. So think of it like this: like, okay, remember like in the comics, the OG Ultron was from the mind scan of like Ant-Man, and like Vision's
Okay.
mind scan
Okay.
was like really from like Wonder Man. It took the imprints of the memories to form
Mhm.
what she envisioned her best friend as. So the quirks and everything is just basically what she remembers of her best friend. These are all extrapolated things. And it could be argued that since it has access to the internet, it just formed the rest from like social media accounts and whatever. But
Yeah,
it would have made
but
more sense if like when she met her brother, like maybe he said something and she doesn't remember it, like a private thing. And then so you can
right.
see there's gaps between what's really Natalie and what's the AI. But they don't
Right.
show
And
that.
so like no, they don't. And it that's took me off again. I mean, there are some things, of course, you can follow or believe or accept. But it's just like, no, I'm sorry. A computer can't exactly duplicate a person's personality.
Mhm.
Again, it just threw me off.
I mean, Vision would argue
It-
differently, but I mean,
but okay, but how did he speak?
he spoke like
He
Jervis.
spoke right, robotic and stuff
True.
like that. You still had a robotic mind, and even though he came from AI originally, and then he came into not human form but humanoid form, he still had that difference of the
Yeah.
two.
There's a gap.
Of yes, here there was like no gap. It was just like this is me. This is how I am. And I'm sorry, I just couldn't. I couldn't feel it. Couldn't feel it. I mean, I was more interested in the other characters. I was interested in John, the cousin. He reminds me of our cousin George. He almost looks almost exactly like our cousin George. And what's scary, the girl who plays Ruby Williams looks like John, like a dark version, like they're cousins. They have the same features. And again, I know I'm being machismo here or superficial, not attractive,
Yeah,
not
superficial.
attractive. Okay, fine. I'll accept it because I could not,
I
I could not look at her in the freaking Wakanda Forever. And I couldn't really look at her here. I was like, give me someone else to look at. Go back to the Red Hood. Go back to Ezekiel. Give me someone else I can focus on and see follow their story because I'm sorry I couldn't. And then you have like her mother, her aunt, or is that her aunt or her best friend, like her mother's best friend?
You mean Ronnie Williams? That's her mom.
No, I'm talking about the one with the mystic powers.
The witch shop? The
Yes,
Yeah. No, they're just the friends of the mom.
right. But do you recognize the one though? Real quick,
The actress or the character, just to specify.
the actress.
No.
Cree Summer. Cree
Okay.
Summer, she's from a different world, but she's also a well-known voice actress.
Okay.
She's done countless voice work, and it's great to see her back on the screen in front of the camera.
Mhm. She played
But
the witch Hagar in Legends of Defender, Voltron.
Yes,
I love that show.
I really don't want to talk about this show so much because I did not enjoy it, except for the Red Hood, Ezekiel Stain, John, the cousin. He was cool. I just like his presence. It's a shame how he was taken out.
Okay, so let's be honest about this. The part that we both agree on is that the character is very hypocritical. There's no growth in the character, so you don't really get development in the actual series because of that.
Correct.
Okay, so we all agree on that.
You don't feel for her.
No,
you don't feel for her. You're like.
Let me say this. You just don't feel the way you should. You feel like annoyed. You feel frustrated.
Right.
And you feel
yes.
angry.
Since she has dealt with stuff in Wakanda Forever and all that stuff, she's in another world. You would think that world that she just experienced would change her outlook. Yes, help her grow and all this stuff. But no, all she did was become, again, another stage spoiled, stayed arrogant. Like she has that line in the beginning, like, if I had the same money as Tony Stark, I'll have the but he made a freak.
No, that started that meme where it brought back the whole Stain yelling at the scientist. He made it in a cave with spare parts.
Yes, you're right. And it's exactly the same thing. You know, and of course, being narcissist as Tony Stark was, he would have talked about that. He probably put in his book and stuff like that. So knowing that statement she made in the beginning showed her arrogance, showed her ignorance, and showed that she has not grown.
Every episode she got caught out on it.
Yes.
Let's talk about what we did like.
The Hood, Mephisto.
I know some people that didn't like the Hood. I was actually pretty good with the Hood. The whole demonic possession at the end, a little bit iffy for me.
Wasn't he controlled by the cape at one time in the comics? Wasn't he in it? Because
so I'm not 100% on the Hood character. He's like one of those characters that like to this day still exists, and he's a crime boss, but he's not like Kingpin level. He shows up, he's like he's there, but then he disappears. He's like B tier Spider-Man level kind of situation.
He was giving the new Avengers at one time a run for their money.
Yeah, no, there's times like there's a time where he got a hold of the Infinity Stones.
He was badass at one time.
Yeah. I did like the growth of him. He had more story.
And it was kind of cool in a sense, yes. And well, his father, that in the movie, in the show, excuse me, his father, like he's been in a lot of stuff when I was growing up, and you too. He was in the Michael Jackson. He was in the Michael Jackson video. Bad when they had the movie version with Wesley Snipes, that portion, and he's like a drug dealer. He did a thing with our cousin Nydia, a dance recital thing.
Okay,
way back he was practicing there, doing dancing, but he did some stuff with Nick Nolte. He did a lot. He's done a lot of.
Well, he's been like in King of New York, Pulp Fiction, like 4 Rooms.
Yes, I haven't seen him in a while, so it's good to see him pop up back there. And there's almost a match. Those two, they look very related.
Yeah.
So it's kind of believable, father and son. When I saw them together, I was like, oh, that's his father. And he was like, yep, that's his father. Mephisto.
Sacha Baron Cohen. I just mispronounced it.
Yes, you did. But don't worry, I've done my part too over the podcast. He did a great part.
I think his performance with it was good. Yeah.
Yes. But I didn't notice, though, with the spoon, because people, like I saw scenes later, where they enlarge the spoon,
Mm-hmm.
his reflection, his true reflection, shows on the spoon.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, see, you don't if you're not paying attention like that, but someone like I think on Facebook or Instagram, they blew up,
Yeah.
and you see the face of Mephisto with the red eyes and stuff like that. And he also got in shape for this role, which was hysterical. But him being so tall, and then his physique matched perfectly for the comic book version of Mephisto, because Mephisto is tall and lanky and shredded.
Yep.
That's great, even though we don't see his physique in the show, but like on Muscle and Fitness, something like that, one of those magazines, they showed it, and I was like, he looks, yes, like exact live version of Mephisto.
And
You
the
know, all you need
changing
was
of
the
the
red.
accents, like his performance, I think is
Yes.
what sold it the most.
Oh no, he's great. He's a talented actor. He's underrated
Yeah.
as an actor because he can act. We known him from Bruno and all these, and that's nice and all that stuff. But anyway, Ezekiel Stane, again, they brought in a lot of the Iron Man mythos of the film, the MCU Iron Man mythos, to here, and I greatly appreciate that.
Well, you got the whole thing is like no one knew about the real Stain situation because like even after Iron Man 1,
Extremist, sorry.
Well, after Iron Man 1, that whole thing with Stain was actually put under the carpet because of the shield.
Yes.
So like, and that's what he talks about. He's like, I know the truth about my father, and I don't want to live to pass my father.
No, which is understandable.
And because of the actions of Ironheart, like he got stuck with that. And actually, even worse, because no one still knows the past about his father, and now he's the one making it look like he's the stain, pun intended, on his family legacy.
Is it Obadiah? Obadiah Stane.
It's probably Obadiah Stane, which is a heavy thing, like because you got a guy who's trying to redeem his family name, but he's really the only one that knows this. Now he's the outlier to his family because of this.
Right.
And
do you recognize him?
The actor?
Yeah.
He looks very familiar. Like
he was Han Solo in Solo.
Still never watched it.
Good for you.
Oh, he's in that new movie Weapons. I should watch that.
Yeah, saw that. I saw that Thursday. Pretty good. The ending was kind of like unsatisfactory, in my opinion.
Speaking of endings.
Yeah, speaking of endings. So, do you have a favorite moment? Because I really don't have a favorite. See, do I have a favorite moment? Hold up, because I don't think I said what my favorite moment was it? Did I?
No.
I just like the performances.
We were talking about like who we liked in regards to it. I mean, if we had to say like a worst moment, that's probably easier. Just a moment, not what we just didn't like.
I didn't like that she left him to die. I understand why she left John to die, but I didn't like it. Oh,
I can agree with that. That was a pretty
the other guy.
Pretty bad moment.
What was it? What was it? He was on it for a short while, and he wanted a different. What's his name? He wanted
Rampage.
He's like, yes, him,
Eric Andre.
Yes, he was just on. I saw him in an episode of Big Bang Theory, and he's also makes an appearance in Happy Gilmore 2, but he's a comedian. But anyway, he was hilarious. I enjoyed him, even though he was short-lived. he was funny. At the end, where she played like the switcheroo, a Mission Impossible switcheroo kind of thing, right? Wasn't there a scene like that where she?
That's the one where the cousin dies.
No. At the end, where they had that big battle with the hood.
Oh wait, it's like the illusion. And
yes, I did enjoy that. I thought that was kind of cool. That was about it.
Funny enough, my favorite scene was the scene where she's negotiating with Mephisto.
I didn't.
To be precise, I just like the scene with Mephisto in general.
Right.
Him with Parker Robbins, the Hood.
Yeah, the Hood.
That was a great scene. Like how he pulls them out, they go to the pizza parlor. But I also like it at the end when he's negotiating with her.
Right. No,
I don't like the end result. I just like the scene as him in that scene doing that.
Right. Like for me though, when I was watching that scene, I was like, she's going to ask for her friend back. She's going to ask for her friend back. And there's like, yeah, she asked for her friend back. I was like, why? It's like, this girl learned nothing.
She's like, that's the whole show. It's like her learning nothing. The biggest thing, the show should have been called The Hood.
Yes.
Because like even at the end, the Hood goes to the magic shop because of the friend.
Yes.
I think the show would have been better if it focused on him.
I agree.
The Hood featuring Ironheart. It would have been good that way.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree. Yes. Because his story was more interesting.
Yes.
You know, with the father aspect, him finding Mephisto or Mephisto finding him and stuff like that. Then Also
When they
with
were
his
having
cousins.
dinner after he took over the mansion.
Yes, I mean it was no
Yeah,
his
that was actually a
yes,
good scene. I like that.
and he's the guy's been around for quite a while. From In the Heights, the
Hmm.
latest Transformer movie, which is now going to be coming with GI Joe. He's been in countless films. He was in Twisters. No, he's a great actor. Yeah, I'm sorry. I could not feel for Riri Williams. It was like mistake after. It's like she was more like a train about to have a wreck.
Hmm.
It's going to happen, but you still watch it to see the wreck, and that's what she was.
Yeah,
She
but it's
was a
not even
train wreck.
entertaining.
No, it was. You're exactly. It's like
At least when you watch NASCAR for the wrecks, it's like sometimes it's gonna be entertaining.
for the most part, I guess.
I mean, you could argue the end scene is also one of the worst parts too.
Yes,
Or yeah, it just
yeah,
like there's a lot of things that just don't add up or make sense from pure like bad decisions, and it's like all on a girl who's supposed to be a genius, just making a lot of poor
stupid
decisions.
mistakes.
Yeah,
Yes, I'll say stupid mistakes for being a genius. Stupid, selfish, greedy, egotistical. She's a narcissist.
yeah.
Yeah,
Now, granted, I don't follow the comic for the character, so if anybody in the comments
I mean, same
read the
here. Yeah.
character, if she's that way in the comics, then please educate me, because then maybe there are 100% to the how the character is.
But the thing is, like, how does she have a strong following in the comics with this interpretation of her in the show? We agree that this is poor writing for a character that's being headlined.
It feels like it,
So
yeah.
how is that writing in the comic book version?
Mm.
Is it similar, or is it drastically different that you can feel for her? I mean, I don't think this is too woke. It's not about that. It's not.
I know
It's
some people
just
were saying it's woke because of the gang, but I'm like, I really don't care about the gang.
it's not woke. I don't find nothing woke about this. I just find it weak, weak writing, weak performance, weak direction. But there
Mm.
are standouts, like as we mentioned, Mephisto, the Hood, and Stain.
And his cousin.
And his cousin. Yes, the performance from him as
Yeah.
well as yes. But to go back to Rotten Tomatoes, 77% by the critics, 47% by the audience. Who do you side with?
I side with the audience. This is
Yes,
not one of the good. There's points of it that are good, but it is not a good show as a whole.
I'm with the audience as well. Hold out. You would think she didn't have the money that Wakanda would have given her money to help her education. You would think that for what she did to help them, they would have given her maybe not the
No,
suit, not the
that was the
technology.
ego. That was ego again because she was asked a couple times, "Why don't you just go to Wakanda?" And she goes, "I can't because then it's going to look like I did this and this and like she.
No, but I'm
It's
saying
all
though, like
ego.
they could have. I understand, but Wakanda could have given her a grant for her research. But
I think she
no,
had a
I'm saying,
grant.
was that from Wakanda?
I don't know if it was from Wakanda, but she also like the reason she got kicked out wasn't because of money. It was because she just kept doing shady shit.
Right. She was like selling like grades or something like that to
Hmm.
different something like that. She was plagiarizing, whatever. Or
Yeah.
she was doing the work for the she was doing the work for them.
Hmm.
Right. But still, I'm just saying though, it's just like all these loopholes that you could have just fixed. Like she had the funds, but something else like like she didn't have to do the plagiarism, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
doing the homework for other
I think
people.
they even told her like you really don't have to do all like we've given you outs because you don't need to be doing all this stuff to make money.
Mhm.
So basically, she's just doing it just to do it. And they call her out on it several times in the show, saying like she's being self-destructive. That's what she is. She's
Yeah.
self-destructive.
Yes. And it's just she's always looking for the next best thing instead of what she has. And then, having the AI being, no, sorry, no. The AI was just, there was like no difference, no difference. And my problem also, when you have stuff like AI and stuff like that, or ghosts on certain shows, we have the technology now. If you have a ghost or an AI representation of a character, we should see no shadowing. We should hear no footsteps. We should see none of that. But we
Yeah, I
do
get
see
that.
it to this day in film and television. We still see shadows casted all over the place by these ghosts,
Yeah,
and we shouldn't
th-
have.
that's an editing
It's
mistake that should
nitpick,
be. Yeah,
a waste of time, in my opinion. Do you agree?
I agree. Unless something comes out in the future, there's nothing really that this brings to the overall universe other than Mephisto.
Right. WandaVision is better than this, and I hate WandaVision.
That's fair. Like I would
All
enjoy
about-
watching WandaVision over this.
Right. All About Agatha is better than this.
Mhm.
And we didn't do a review on it, but I did enjoy that show for
Yeah.
the most part.
Hawkeye.
It was good. Oh, Hawkeye's up there anyway.
Yeah, I
Hawkeye's
know.
at the top.
But
Come
some
on
people
now.
don't like Hawkeye. But I like
How
it.
dare they? How dare they?
They miss out, man. They miss out.
Yes. All right, guys. That is our marvelous review of Ironheart, currently streaming on Disney Plus. Have you seen it? What was your favorite moment? What was your worst moments? Let us know in the comment below. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Until next time, we'll be there next time. I'm Angel.
I'm a Don.
Love you, bro.
Love you too.
What a waste of time.